Hello there. As I predicted, those Remainers are not happy with the Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn. In his interview with The Guardian, Jeremy Corbyn came down off the fence he has been sitting on throughout the Brexit process and said he would aim to continue with taking the UK out of the European Union. Cue shock and horror from the Remainers. And as I said in this morning's video, the Remainers would not be happy, and lo and behold, his interview has drawn fire from Remainers across Westminster, with Labour MP and former Shadow Business Secretary Chuka Umunna calling it deeply depressing and disappointing. Another Labour MP, Wes Streeting, said that Labour Party members and supporters were overwhelmingly pro-European. He used the phrase pro-European, presumably meaning pro-EU. And he also said that Corbyn was peddling a myth that he could somehow negotiate a deal this late in the day. And wider afield, the SNP leader in Westminster, Ian Blackford, called Corbyn the midwife to the delivery of the Tories' Brexit plans, and said that the Labour leader was incapable of opposition to the worst government in living memory. While the late Lib Dem leader, Vince Cable, said that Corbyn had refused to take the blinkers off and that there was now only a cigarette paper's thickness between the Labour and Tory policies on Brexit. And long-time Labour supporter and Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling felt the need to mockingly tweet in biblical fashion about the visitation of the Corbynites. Corbyn has started the split of the Labour Party well before an election is even a possibility. But the really worrying thing is that the leaders of the two main parties in the UK are delusional. We have the leader of the Tories who bypassed her own cabinet and is now going about thinking her sellout non-Brexit deal is acceptable to the country, but cannot even get her own party to support it, let alone the rest of Parliament, and she still trots around touting it in the hope she can bully everyone else into signing up to it. And now the leader of the Labour Party, who has failed to say boo to a goose on the subject of Brexit until the last few days, suddenly says he will do Brexit and can come up with a deal with the EU in a couple of months that rides a coach and horses through the single market rules. Not only that, he thinks he can take his pro-EU Parliamentary Labour Party with him. The reality that there is now only one choice to properly leave the EU, which is using the WTO exit route, seems to have passed by both of them. Instead, the pair of them seem to be content to sit in their little Westminster bubble bunkers and push imaginary deals around the political map of Europe while the rest of us look on with increasing incredulity. Stand back and just look at what they are both saying and doing. Neither is a credible leader of this country. Come on, people, where are the guys in the white coats with the chemical cosh and straitjackets? Just when the country needs firm and inspired leadership to take the country out of the EU and into the world, we have this pair driving us up every blind alley they can while driving the population up the pole in the process. Thank goodness that with only 97 days to go until we leave the EU, these politicians and their supporters have fewer and fewer days to keep doing their damage. And if problems do arise as we leave the EU, then you make sure you point the finger at these people and those like them that, through a combination of anti-Brexit actions and playing cheap party politics, have caused them. But I do have this niggling feeling that whoever is left leading the country after the PM's deal is voted out in mid-January, whether it is still Theresa May herself or another Tory or even Jeremy Corbyn, instead of saying that's it and working for a managed WTO exit, they will say they are somehow on some pretext forced to offer Parliament the choice of a WTO exit or revoking the Article 50 letter and reversing Brexit in its entirety. After all, they could then share the blame out for the resulting decision across the other 649 of their fellow MPs, couldn't they? So, please let us all know what you think by leaving a comment below, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, Please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.